The girl was shocked to discover a forest suddenly grew outside her door. What's more terrifying, it has already spread across London. No one could have imagined. Overnight, the world was nightly covered by forests, despite media reports on this phenomenon. Do you understand it? It's actually an alien life form, and their target is a human girl. Maeve constantly felt something following her, so she sought help at the police box. But as she knocked, an old man stepped out. "Can you help me?" "Walk that way." Unexpectedly, the inside of the box was much larger. Actually, it's a time-traveling machine. And the doctor is a 2,000-year-old Time Lord. He pulled a lever, and instantly the TARDIS landed in central London. However, what used to be skyscrapers was now hidden beneath a vast forest. What the doctor didn't know was that Maeve was at summer camp, but got separated from the group. Even more surprising, the teacher hasn't noticed the missing child, and is still enjoying the museum. However, a student found something odd about a piece of wood. Its cross-section shows a distinct ring. This ring is red. Why is this ring so red and bold? It's because it grew freely. The teacher made an excuse and moved on, and let the kids out of the gate. Strangely, the way home was full of trees. Clara witnessed the scene, tried to inform the doctor. He already knew, even helped find the lost girl. Clara asked the doctor to bring Maeve back, but Uncle Picard didn't want to babysit. During their argument, her boyfriend interrupted. He didn't like Clara talking to the doctor all the time, especially right under his nose. Careless Danny wasn't aware Maeve was acting strange. Since her sister disappeared, she's been committed to psychiatric hospitals 8 times. To find Maeve, they quickly sought the doctor. Just at that moment, the catcher used a screwdriver and broom to see its real way around, not alien technology. But the doctor felt the trees communicate with each other. Otherwise, they won't grow overnight. The girl thought these trees were special, as if she called them. "Don't you feel the same? Like I'm lost. My mom would be worried." Shortly after, Danny found the blue police box. Seeing a student hand over a branch, holding it, noticed the cross-section lacked tree rings. Seeing the doctor explain, the trees grew overnight. That's why there are no rings. How is this possible? As everyone was puzzled, the doctor mentioned the Ice Age. Human vision is limited. Many catastrophic events are beyond human prediction. Like the Ice Age, humans hunted mammoths. After today, village people might have to eat nuts. Do we really have to eat them? I'm allergic to nuts. Looking at the doctor's crazy state, Danny felt some concern for the children's safety. But Clara said, "Give Uncle Peggy some time. He can definitely solve the problem." Unexpectedly, when the doctor heard the word time, his mind raced. Could this forest be some kind of time machine? As expected, after his investigation, all the trees were in 1795, but only matured overnight in 2016. This unique time structure and the ability to communicate with each other reminded the doctor of Maeve's madness. Maybe only she can hear the forest's call. However, just as he said this, Maeve had already disappeared. The doctor immediately pursued. Clara, following closely behind, saw trees growing back on the path. After a few steps, they found a pink phone on the ground, clearly left by Maeve on purpose. No matter how much the doctor called her name, there was no response in the forest. Meanwhile, Maeve seemed to have lost her mind. Her hands flailed wildly above her hat, then purposely left behind her belongings. When Clara discovered this, Maeve had already vanished. Ahead, a few people wearing protective suits appeared. I wanted light. They were sent by the government to burn the trees. But no matter how intense the flame, the trees weren't harmed at all. At this moment, the doctor finally realized the creator of these trees is a genius. Other trees produce oxygen, but these actively absorb the surrounding oxygen, preventing the fire from igniting. The doctor recalled in the TARDIS the drawing book Maeve left behind. It depicted something like solar flares. It turns out the girl tried to communicate many times, but no one understood her. The solar storm would hit Earth today, sweeping away all living things. It was the pain of losing family that led Maeve to continue searching. Thus, she found a special entity. Clara's eyes widened instantly. How could there be wolves in London? Could the park's fence have been knocked down by trees? But the doctor thought there were several wolves without an issue. But the sound is clearly wolves about. Maeve might become lunch. And just ahead, Maeve saw in the darkness a hungry wolf creeping close. She immediately ran. The wolves closely pursued her. As Maeve reached the gate, she bumped into the doctor. While those outside were terrified, Maeve got an idea. She dashed through the side gate, seeing no place to hide. The doctor took initiative. The freak disguised as Neza, with 6 heads and arms, scaring the wolves away. The doctor realized